Hello and welcome, and this is the Honda RA272. If this is your first time here, I absolutely love this car, and if you've been watching my videos, yes, I am talking about this car yet again. So, the Honda RA272, what isn't there to love? So, this is a classic Formula 1 vehicle, so that means this is when driving had no assist and it was at its purest form. It was just the driver and the vehicle. So this car, even with its sketchy brakes, its poor handling, its immense power, it is one of the best driving experiences you can have in a game. Okay, let me not put it like that. It is one of the most challenging, however rewarding experiences you can have in this game, because there's a satisfying feeling you get when you're able to just actually get this vehicle under control. And yes, this car was completely off the ground there. The only part on the track left was the car's exhaust. This car has, as you figured, zero downforce. You cannot add anything. This car, when it comes to handling, is very suspect because the brakes work when they want to. The car understeers at just random points in time. There's oversteer that you have to deal with. But as I said, it is one of the most rewarding feelings when you actually get the hang of it and you're able to put a fast lap time. And personally, I think this is one of the best vehicles you can buy, because in Gran Turismo 7, this car is absolutely overpowered. For its class, this car can do over 340 kilometers per hour, whereas the cars in the same performance bracket can't even reach over 300 kilometers per hour. And what's mad to think about is some cars that are able to go over 300, you have to refuel them after a single lap. This can go on for endless amounts of time with it just pushing 340 kilometers per hour. This car should not be able to do that. It really just defies whatever you think this car is able to do, because whatever you think it can do it so much better. So this car, I'm in love with. However, with it being a bit chaotic to handle, not everyone is a fan. Plus two, this car, with it being old, it is also a bit pricey, as it comes with 2.5 million credits as a price tag, and that's still affordable for an old F1 vehicle. Because if we look at the McLaren MP4/4, that car will set you back over 8 million credits. So what if you want to experience a Formula vehicle, however you aren't willing to spend such high amounts of money, and you want to experience it now? Because that's the downfall about these classic F1 vehicles. They aren't available throughout the year. They just come in every now and then. So this is your next best thing. This is the Honda SFR19 Formula vehicle. This is the modern day equivalent of the Honda RA272. And if we look at it power wise, this only has about 200 more brake horsepower and it weighs 200 kgs more. So when it comes to power to weight, it's practically the same thing. But the biggest difference is downforce. It has such an insane level of downforce. Throughout the circuit, I barely touched the brake. Now, I'm not even exaggerating. Watch this footage. Now, it does not shine on the straightaway. We've been in 90s Nissans that go faster than this on a straight line. But look at how it takes the corner. And if you look at my actual throttle control, you see that I'm going flat out. There's no need to brake. Now, most other times when I review a vehicle, I'm like, oh, you can take most corners flat out. This, literally almost every corner flat out. You are doing almost 300 kilometers per hour going around a turn. In Gran Turismo 7, this isn't possible in any other vehicle. The amount of downforce this has is actually ridiculous. But I mean, it's a simulator. We're supposed to simulate what happens in reality. And if this is what it's like driving an F1 car in real life, oh boy, is it something else. Compared to the Group 3 vehicles, Group 4, even the Group 1 cars in Gran Turismo 7, the Formula vehicles, they just beat it. There's no competition. Okay, on the straight line, that's when the other cars might shine, but the minute you throw a corner at it, it's game over. Now, with such immense power, a lot of players will not actually even experience this. And by the way, this car you can get for 1,000,000 credits. I mean, okay, 1,000,000 is a lot, but that's the price of a Vision GT. So I'd rather get this over Vision GT vehicle. And some of you may even already have this vehicle, because this is actually a reward with one of the extra menu books that was added with update 1.29. I'm driving my prize vehicle and I didn't spend a penny on it. Okay, if we look at it, we spent so many millions on other cars to get this free car for 1,000,000, but this car was free. I say that with quotation marks. And it is there's nothing else in the game that I can honestly compare it to. Yes, there is the Red Bull X cars, but this is on a whole nother level. What I would love to see come to the game is some events for this car, because currently there is no event that you can actually use this vehicle in. Even Vision GT cars have a couple of events. This has no events. However, in Gran Turismo Sports, I know there were events for these Formula vehicles. I didn't do them, but I feel like I would now, because now that I've experienced what these Formula vehicles are actually capable of, it is a lot of fun. And even throughout the game, you don't really use it. I think it's only used in one of the final license tests. And when I drove it there, I thought, wow, this is terrible, what, because I was so focused on getting gold, and it was just the frustration of not being able to get gold. But when you just take this car around a circuit to enjoy it and feel what the car is capable of, it is something else. As I said, I'm sounding like a parrot at this point. There is nothing that can compare to this Formula vehicle, and I would love to see some events come and let us get some use out of these Formula vehicles. So that what wraps it up. Formula 1 cars in Gran Turismo 7 are a lot of fun, crazy fast, and change how you think driving can be done, because there's nothing else that can perform the way these perform, and they need a lot more attention. So with all this being said, if you did go on to enjoy this video, don't forget leave a like and subscribe for more Gran Turismo 7 content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.